In a cozy little house under a sky full of twinkling stars lived a little boy named Azlaani. Azlaani was 2 years old, with long dark brown curls that bounced when he walked and a mind full of wonderful curiosity. Tonight, however, his curious mind was being a little bit naughty. It just wouldn't let him sleep. He was tucked into his favorite bed, a snug little nest just for him, under a soft green blanket that felt like a field of clovers. He closed his eyes tight, pretending he was a little seed buried deep in the earth, waiting for the morning sun. He counted fluffy white sheep jumping over a tiny fence, 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep. But instead of getting sleepy, his mind started asking questions. Where do the sheep go after they jump the fence? Do they have little sheep houses? Do they like to eat starlight for dinner? With a sigh, Azlani wriggled out from under his green blanket. His little feet made no sound on the wooden floor as he padded out of his room. Maybe, he thought, a change of scenery would help. He tiptoed into the kitchen, where the moon cast long, silvery shadows on the floor. The big, shiny refrigerator hummed a quiet, sleepy tune. Azlani thought maybe the kitchen knows the secret to sleeping. He curled up on the soft mat by the door, pretending he was a little kitten waiting for a saucer of milk. He imagined the hum of the fridge was a lullaby just for him. But then his nose twitched, he could smell the faint, sweet scent of the cookies Mama had baked earlier. His mind started wandering again. How do cookies get their yummy spots? Are they born with chocolate chips, or do they grow them like freckles? Sleep was still far, far away. Next, Azlani padded into the living room. The big, squishy couch looked so inviting. It was like a giant, soft marshmallow waiting for him. He climbed up, pulling a little cushion over him like a blanket. This must be the sleepiest spot in the whole house, he whispered to himself. He tried to think of nothing at all, just the soft fabric of the couch against his cheek. But then he saw the bookshelf, so many books, so many stories. His mind lit up like a firefly. He started thinking about brave knights, talking animals, and magical castles hidden in clouds. What adventures were they having right now while he was trying to sleep? Were they fighting dragons or having a tea party with a friendly giant? The couch wasn't sleepy after all. It was a launchpad for adventures in his mind. Feeling a little discouraged, Azlani's shoulders drooped. He had tried his bed, the kitchen, and the couch, but sleep was playing a game of hide and seek, and it was winning. He let out a tiny, sad sigh that was almost too quiet to hear. Just then a soft light turned on in the hallway. It was his mama. She had beautiful dark brown hair that fell to her shoulders, kind eyes that sparkled even in the dim light, and a warm, gentle smile. "Azlani, my little explorer," she whispered, "what are you doing up?" Azlani just looked at her with his big, tired eyes. He didn't have the words to explain that his mind was too full of questions and stories to rest. Mama seemed to understand without him saying a thing. She came over to the couch and scooped him up into her arms. He instantly felt safe and warm. She sat down in the big, comfy rocking chair by the window with Azlani nestled in her lap. Her lap was the coziest place in the entire world, better than any bed, any kitchen mat, or any couch. She didn't say anything at first, just held him close and began to rock ever so gently, back and forth, like a little boat bobbing on a calm, quiet sea. Mama started to hum a soft, sweet melody, a tune that felt like sunshine and honey all mixed together. It wasn't a song with words, so Azlani's curious mind didn't have any new questions to ask. It was just a feeling, a sound of pure love and comfort. He rested his head against her chest, listening to the steady, rhythmic beat of her heart. Thump, 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 thump. It was the most peaceful sound he had ever heard as she rocked him. Mama began to tell a story in a hushed, dreamy voice. "Once upon a time," she began, "there was a little star who couldn't fall asleep. He was too busy wondering about all the planets and moons. He wondered if the Earth ever got dizzy from spinning, and if Mars was red because it was blushing." Azlani smiled a sleepy smile, a star just like him. The mother moon saw her little star twinkling so brightly, Mama continued, her voice as soft as a cloud. She wrapped him in a blanket of silvery moonlight and told him, "My dear little star, your light is so bright because you are filled with wonder. But even the brightest stars need to rest so they can shine again tomorrow. Close your eyes and let the quiet of the night fill you up. All the answers you seek will be waiting for you." In your dreams, Azlani listened to his mama's voice. He felt the gentle rock of the chair and the steady beat of her heart. He imagined being that little star wrapped in a blanket of moonlight. His questions about sheep and cookies and nights started to fade away, replaced by the peaceful rhythm of his mama's story. His eyelids, which had been fighting so hard to stay open, began to feel very, very heavy. The curiosity that had been buzzing like a busy bee in his mind finally grew quiet. It curled up in a cozy corner of his thoughts and went to sleep. Azlani snuggled deeper into his mama's lap, his little body finally relaxing. The world of wonder could wait until morning. For now, the safest, warmest, and sleepiest place in the entire universe was right here in his mama's arms. His long curly hair tickled her chin as his breathing became slow and even. The little explorer had finally found his way to dreamland, guided by his mama's love. Mama looked down at her sleeping boy, her heart full. She kissed the top of his curly head and whispered, "Sleep well, my sweet Azlani." The moonbeams streamed through the window, blanketing them both in a soft, peaceful glow. And in the quiet of the night, mother and son rocked gently, both lost in a world of sweet, silent dreams. Did you enjoy Azlani's bedtime adventure? There are so many more stories from his curious and wonderful life. For more enchanting bedtime stories, make sure to subscribe to Twilight Triumph Tales. We can't wait to share another adventure with you. Sweet dreams.